Please talk in the last class.
Second unit.
You are giving. This will be our higher. Okay, unmute. You didn't unmute. So what is this? Okay, continue with audio. Unit C. So in Unit C, we are going to see actual image formatted by spherical mirrors. This is about image formation by spherical mirrors. Some of them not aware about the extra lecture today. Are they not aware about extra lecture today? Okay. Rest may come, right? May come. So, spherical mirrors. In the first, second unit we saw reflection by plane mirrors, right? So, what are spherical mirrors? Two types of. There are two types. Two types of spherical mirrors. Spherical mirror. Okay. So they are concave and convex. Convex. How are these mirrors constructed? Construction. How these mirrors are constructed? They are yeah, so they are constructed by a hollow sphere. Suppose this is a hollow sphere, and to get a concave mirror, we will cut it from here. So this is a hollow sphere. What is it? Hollow sphere. Hollow sphere. So it will have some radius, right? So its radius is R. Okay. So when the mirror is cut like this and it is silvered from outside like this, right? So what kind of mirror will get? Concave mirror. So this is concave mirror. Concave mirror looks like this. Okay. So the reflecting surface is bent inwards. Okay, reflecting surface is bent inwards, and the outward surface is silver. Okay, that is concave mirror. When we cut this side, right, and then silver the curved surface. When we cut it like this, so this is silver. This is hollow sphere. Especially when we cut this side, then what we get is convex mirror. So convex mirror is like this. Okay. So in your house, you can take a spoon, right? So this side of the spoon is which mirror? Concave. And this side is
Convex.
simple. Okay. So when you try to see your face in this side, okay, it will look bigger. Okay, spoon में ऐसे देखना, हाँ, it will be bigger. And when you see it like this, थोड़ा bit, ठीक है, okay? All right. Now let us see some terms related with mirror. So this side is what? Concave. And this side is what? Convex. One word, concave and convex. So some terms related with So we'll try to understand it with the help of a diagram. Okay. So you have a mirror like this. Right. So it will be like a dish. Okay. You make chapatis, how's it? That shape. So it's round and curved. So like a dish. Okay. So the center, the geometric center of that mirror is called pole. Okay. What is pole? It is geometric center of mirror. What is pole? Geometric center of mirror. Now this mirror was cut with a sphere whose radius was r, right? So that center. So it will also have that center, right? This point we call it center of curvature. Center of curvature. So its symbol is, so I'll keep on writing the symbol also. What is the symbol of pole? P. Center of curvature is C. It is the center of sphere from which the mirror is cut. Okay, so that's your center of curvature. Then 3. The principal axis. What is principal axis now? Yeah. So now you draw a line joining C and P. Okay. So it is a line that passes through C and P. Okay, so this is principal axis. Then 4, focus. What is the symbol for focus? F. It is midpoint of C and P. What is focus? Midpoint of C and P. It is the midpoint of C and P. Okay. So what is aperture? See, light can be incident in which portion of the mirror? From this edge to this edge, right? So if I name it as AB, right? Or QR, AB is basically name of the object. QT, Q and T. So this is QT. It is the surface of mirror, right? Which is exposed to incident ray or incident light rays. What is a light ray? This light ray is the path of light. Light ray is its path of light. Or rays. Rays. Whenever we are talking about ray, it is basically the path of light. And a collection of rays called beam, right? So beam is some terms. Collection of rays. Rays are never individual. They are always like collection of so many rays. So we call it beam. We come across these terms with extra. It is surface of mirror which is exposed to incident. You understand what is aperture? So the full diameter throughout the full surface where the light is incident. Right? So like on our eye lens, there is iris muscles or iris muscles, right? It becomes like this. So when you come out on a bright light, you tend to do like this. That means very little light is entering your eyelids. But when you enter a dark room, your eye is open wide and the iris muscle relaxes. So more light has to enter for you to be able to see things clearly. That's why this adjustment takes time. That's why when you suddenly enter the dark room, you don't see anything. It takes some few seconds before you can start looking at dark things. Okay. So the aperture is increased like that. So you might have heard increase the exposure while taking pictures, right? Increase the exposure. That means you increase the aperture, the width through which light can enter. So it is generally the diameter, right? From Q to T, H to H, any side. With this, we are equipped to study the image formation. So, rays to be considered for image formation. So there are 4 rays. First is ray incident parallel to principal axis. Parallel to principal axis passes through focus after reflection. Okay, this is the first ray, which I have shown here. Okay. Now listen. This is a reflected ray, so it has to obey law of reflection, right? So what is the angle of incidence here? For that I need normal. So what is the normal at the curved surface? Plane surface, it is the perpendicular. So I need normal at this point. Okay. Normal at this point is the tangent at this point. Matlab, normal at this point is normal to the tangent at this point. Okay. Now, tangent पे जो perpendicular होगा, that has to be radius. Correct? Yeah. So you join it with C. Radius means it has to go to C. Because that spherical mirror, radius is any point on the mirror joining with C. It has to be radius. Got it? So in case of a spherical mirror, the radius is the normal. From any point you join a line to C, that is the normal at that point. Got it? Okay. So this is angle of incidence, and then this will be angle of reflection. And you will find both these angles equal. Got it? Okay. So you can write down a note. Write down a note somewhere. For spherical mirrors, the normal at a point on the mirror is normal at any point of the mirror is the radius of the mirror. Normal at any point on the mirror is the radius of the mirror at that point. That means you have to join that point with C. What happened? Okay, written. Now, ray incident. So this line is parallel. Everybody understand this? Ray incident parallel to principal axis passes through focus after reflection. This is the first ray. Second ray is any ray incident along the focus after reflection will be reflected parallel to the principal axis. So this was first ray. Now we are taking second ray. Any ray which is incident along the focus, like this. This is the incident ray. After reflection, it will go parallel to the principal. This is the second ray. Got it? So, ray incident along focus is reflected parallelly to principal axis. This is the second ray we consider for image format. Right, so we have seen two rays. First, second ray. Now, third ray is any ray which is incident along normal will return from the normal only. Any ray which is incident along normal will return back on the same path. You know this. Correct? So, what is the normal in this case? Perpendicular to tangent, which is line passing through C. So if you have any ray, so what is the normal? Let us say I want normal at this point. What is the normal at this point? S. Right? So any ray which is incident along this line. What will happen to it? It will return back with the minus sign. Yes. Including chemistry. So this is the third ray. So any ray which is incident along C will return back on the same path because it is normal only. So at normal, what is angle of incidence? Because if you draw the tangent here, normal is this line. So angle of incidence 0, right? तो इसको कैसे लिखेंगे? Any ray incident along C C will return back on the same path after reflection. So we have seen the third ray also. Right? Okay, so this is about third ray. Now the fourth ray. Any ray which is incident at pole. Ray incident at pole. Will reflect with angle of incidence equal to angle of R. Now, what is the CP? It is radius only. That means it is normal, correct? So, if the ray is incident along pole, now this is the fourth ray. So, this itself will become angle of incidence. Yeah? Because what is it? Normal only. Any line which joins the point on the mirror which C is the radius only. So, this becomes angle of incidence. What is angle of incidence? Same. And reflected rays like this. This will be angle. Got it? So these are the only four rays that you have to consider for image formation. For image formation, out of these four rays, you need to take only two, any two. So most of the times, we will take 1 and 3, or 1 and 2, any two. Okay? So now that you have understood, you can just number the rays so that you remember. Because you don't have different colors, so the rays you remember, right? And everywhere angle of incidence must be equal to angle of reflection. Everywhere, you see. You see, you have angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. Right? 1. And here there is angle I is equal to angle R is equal to 0. So only this case where angle I is equal to angle R is equal to 0. Rest everywhere it is I is equal to R. Okay? So law of reflections are obeyed at all the points. How many points? This is for 1. And this is point number 2. This is point number 3. This is point number 4. Okay? So this is a nice concept diagram. If you have understood this, then this chapter is finished. Okay? This is the only thing to be understood in this chapter. So in your textbook, there are 4 different diagrams given. I've superimposed everything in one diagram so that you are able to compare. Okay. But don't do this in the exam. First of all, they will not ask you this. They will ask you what we are going to do now. Completed everybody? Can I erase? Which side should I erase? Right or left or everything? Everything? All of you will reflect. So these mistakes, you just correct your ray incident at 4 will reflect with angle I equal to R. Because principal axis itself is a normal. Because pole is the point at the normal. So whatever is angle of incidence, there will be angle. Okay. Anything which you want me to explain, or can I proceed? Right. So first is image formation by convex mirror. Okay, image formation by convex mirror. So the first case is an object at infinity. Right? When the object is kept at infinity. So what you have to do is you have to draw the ray diagram for knowing the image position. So first thing you will do is you draw the mirror. Then you draw the pole. Then you draw center of curvature. Then you join these two lines, these 2 points. That is, you draw principal axis. This is the first thing you are going to do for every ray diagram. Okay. Now, where is the object? Object is at infinity. That means far, far away, very far away. We don't know. Okay, you're still drawing, so complete that first. I don't want to explain this before you complete it. Post body concave. Concave. Like that. So this is a very common thing. So good, you pointed out. Okay. Nobody else noticed it? ठीक है तो ध्यान दो ये बहुत कॉमन एरर है. So it is concave. Concave मतलब ये याद रखना spoon ऐसा. Spoon inside. ठीक है. Now, where is the object at? Infinity. So infinity is sleeping 8, right? I have to remember when the object is at infinity, मतलब far away, very far away. So the rays will always be parallel to the principal axis. Okay? Whenever the object is at infinity, rays will be parallel to principal axis. And for image formation, we require 2 rays minimum. So, and where will it pass? It will pass after reflection through focus, right? When the rays parallel, where does it pass? It passes through focus. So remember this. We take one more parallel ray from below. And this should also pass through focus. So where the image is formed? The image is formed at infinity. Then where is object? Then when the object is at focus, object is at infinity, so image is at focus. Okay. So what is the nature of image? Real or virtual?
Real.
Why? Why? In the plane?
Inverted.
Huh?
Inverted.
Why real, first of all? So when the reflected rays meet after reflection, then it is real. Are the reflected rays meeting? The first reflected ray and the second reflected ray, are they meeting?
Yes.
Where? At focus. So the image will be obtained at focus. And this is real image because that is the property of real image. Wherever the reflected rays meet, okay, that's where the real image is obtained. Okay, so what is the image position? So image position is at focus, right? The image is formed at F. So when the object is at infinity, where is the image formed? At focus. What is the nature?
Real.
Real. And whenever it is real, it is always inverted. Remember, when I covered the difference between real and virtual image, I told you, whenever the image is real, it will be inverted, right? What about the size?
Highly.
Yes, highly diminished or diminished to a point. Anything is okay. Either you say, because the point बन गया ना, image क्या है? दो line cut कर रहे हैं वहाँ पे बोल. So it is a highly diminished. So for different object positions, we have to basically do this. Find out where the image is formed, so the image position, nature of image and size of image. So second is object at far away distance. Object at far away distance. पहले तो ये बना लो. Image formation के लिए we just need 2 rays. हमारे पास कितनी possibilities है? 4 rays are there. Out of 4, I need to choose only 2 rays. ठीक है? So when the object is at far away, सबसे पहला step क्या है? We draw the mirror. Okay? So mirror will have silvering behind it. What is the next step? Yes, mark pole. You mark pole. Then mark C. Okay? Then join CP. That is draw principal axis. Okay? There C. Then mark focus, which will be a point in the middle. Mark focus, but don't write it because reflected rays sometimes cut F. Now, when the object is at far away distance, then what happens? Then we draw parallel lines like this. Like this. These are the parallel lines. Okay. So these parallel lines are they parallel to principal axis? No, but they are parallel to themselves. Let's say I have one more parallel. So I need only 2 lines. I could take more lines also. So you have to remember, whenever the rays are parallel to themselves, but not parallel to principal axis, that time they meet in the focal plane. What is this? Focal plane is the plane passing through focus. Right? This is a plane passing through focus. Okay, understood. So let's say this is the principal axis. So like this plane which is passing through, let's say this is focus like this. Okay, so this is the full plane. All right. So after reflection, where will it go? It will go in the focal plane. Some point in focal. How will you draw the reflected light ray? For that you need a normal. What is the normal at this point? Join this point with C, right? So same. This is the point at the focal plane, right? Now, what is the normal here? So, where will it go? So, where did it meet? At the same point on focal plane. So, why am I drawing this normals? Because we are new, right? To learning this. Every time I will not draw the normal. I have to remember where it will converge. So, after reflection, all these rays will meet at one point on the focal plane, right? So, this is a point on focal plane. What is a focal plane? A plane which passes through focus perpendicularly. So what is the image position? Focal plane. Where is the image formed? Focal plane. Nature. What is the nature of the image? Real and inverted. Because image का से उल्टा है. Inverted. What is the size of image? Highly diminished. In this case, it is highly diminished, but not diminished to a point. Okay. So just to differentiate it with this, you can cut this part. Just say diminished to a point in the previous case. Diminished, or say highly diminished to a point. Highly diminished to a point. Whereas in this case, it is only highly diminished, right? Because you don't know, it is at a far away distance, so the object is kept above the principal axis, so it may be very large. But see the image, it's very small. It is highly diminished. Okay. Understood, everybody? Why the image is real? Because the reflected rays are meeting at a point. Where? In the focal plane. Not at the focus. What is focus? This point on the principal axis. Focus is a point on the principal axis. Whereas focal plane passes through that point. Is that clear? Third. Now the object will be what? Object beyond C. Right? Laying somewhere here. So what are the steps? First, you draw the mirror. Then Mark the center of curvature. Then F. Okay. Now where is the object kept? Beyond C. So in front of the mirror, there is a front. This is behind. Back of the mirror is behind the mirror. So object is always kept in front of the mirror. Right? So we'll name it as AB. So this is the size of the object, AB. Object is always placed above the principal axis, in front of the mirror. So you require two rays for image formation, right? So from this point, from A, I take two rays. One ray is parallel, ray number 1. Where will it pass through after reflection? Huh? Look at any ray passing through C after reflection. Focus. Because it is which ray I have taken? One. I am telling you one, right? It passes through focus. So with experience, I will now need not draw this normal. So I know it is passing through focus. And the second ray I will take is through C. So second ray goes through C. Make the mirror little large. Right? So when it goes through C, from where will it return? Huh?
Same path.
Same path. Return by the same path. Okay? So these are the two rays I have taken. So I have two reflected rays from here to here and from here to here. Where are they meeting? Between C and F. So where is my image forming? Like this. So this is AB, the object. The image is A dash, B dash. Clear? So where is image position? Image is image position is between C and F. Right? What is nature? Nature of image?
Real and inverted.
Yes, real and inverted, because reflected rays are meeting at a point. So it is real and inverted. Size. Is it smaller than the object or bigger than the object? Small. So diminished, not highly. Comparable, right? So just diminished. All right, everybody understood it? So draw and ask me if you have any questions still here. I could have drawn the same image by taking ray passing through F. You see. So when the ray is passing through F, meaning which ray? Ray 2, right? If I would have taken a ray from F, after reflection, it will pass through the same point. Parallel. Okay? So you can choose any two ray, either this or this or this or that. Or you can take one more ray, let us say this one. After reflection, it will pass through the same point. That is why you are supposed to take any two rays. Okay? So take any two rays. So you have a choice. So I form the image will form at the same point only. Nowhere else. You get a better perspective, right? So choose any two rays. This is common in every image. Okay, and rest choose any one. Who gives so much choices here? एक रुपए में 4 आइटम. मिलता है क्या आजकल? मिलता है ना, फ्री में भी मिलता है, क्या बात। क्या बात है, दिल्ली में जाओ, पंजाब में फ्री में बिजली नहीं। 300 यूनिट फ्री मिलता है ना। फ्री में मिलता है ना, सेल में एक लो, एक का पैसा भरो, दूसरा फ्री में लेके जाओ, नहीं मिलता है? क्या बात है, नहीं मिलता है, सब जगह मिलता है। खाने का भी मिलता है। टी टेस्ट कर, एक जॉब प्रोफाइल होती है ना, टेस्टर टी का बहुत सारे। हाँ, सो जूस, हैव यू बीन टू मैक्रो? सब जगह ऐसा, एक राउंड घूम के आने का, फ्री में पीने का, फिर थोड़ा घूम के आने का, फिर फ्री में पीने का। इधर हम रेस फ्री में बांट रहे हैं, जो चाहिए ले लो, ब्लू रेड ब्लैक, एक के बदले 2 फ्री। नेक्स्ट, ये समझ आ गया? Now I think we don't need this diagram. Do you need this diagram now? You have understood, right? तो तुमने अपने डायग्राम में क्या बनाया? सिर्फ 2 रे बनाओ, खाली ये और ये, ठीक है? सब कुछ बनाया है। ये बच्चे इंग्लिश में बोला, सर हाउ टू मेक सच कॉम्प्लिकेटेड डायग्राम्स। I बोला नहीं, कुछ भी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड नहीं है, just need to understand the flow. Is it? How many lines are there? So there are basically how many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4 reflected, right? So 8, this curve 9, and this 10. Just 10 lines, okay, with some meanings attached to it. That's it. Fourth one. Then you have object at C now. So what is happening? The object is coming from infinity to far away to beyond C, now at C. Have you read the pattern? What did I say? Initially the object was far away, then at a far distance, then beyond C, now at C, between C and F, at F, between F and P. Logic समझ में आया? The object is coming closer to the mirror. What is happening to the image? पहले image F पे बना, फिर focal plane पे बना, अब उसके आगे जा रहा है। जब object C पे आएगा, image भी C पे बनेगी। जब object C और F के बीच में आएगा, image C के beyond बनेगी। ठीक है? F पे आएगा तो infinity में बनेगी। Right? So there is a logic. और F और P पे आएगा तो behind the mirror बनेगी। ऐसे, ठीक है? So next is object at C. अब कहाँ पे बनेगा? चलो स्टेप्स बताओ। सबसे पहले मिरर, फिर उसको सिल्वर कर, फिर सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर बनाओ। एक्चुअली आइडियली सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर, लेकिन पहले लाइन बना लो, फिर उस पर सेंटर मार्क करो, ऊपर नीचे हो जाता है। ठीक है? उसके बाद फोकस का खाली पॉइंट मार्क। अब क्या करना है? ऑब्जेक्ट इज एट सी। ठीक है? ये तुम्हारा क्या है? ए बी। ऑब्जेक्ट नेम ए बी। पहला रे कौन सा लोगे? पैरेलल। रिफ्लेक्शन के बाद कहां से आएगा? फोकस। ठीक है? दूसरा रे कहां से लोगे? फोकस से ले लो। ठीक है? रिफ्लेक्शन के बाद कहां मिलेगा? बिल्कुल सी के नीचे मिलेगा। थोड़ा बेंड हो गया नीचे। ऐसे आना चाहिए। ठीक है। सो अभी इमेज कैसी बन रही है, A dash B dash, इमेज साइज इज सेम एज ऑब्जेक्ट साइज, मतलब इमेज का साइज क्या हो रहा है, बढ़ते जा रहा है। पहले क्या था, डिमिनिश टू ए पॉइंट, फिर कैसा हुआ, डिमिनिश, हाईली डिमिनिश, बाद में डिमिनिश, अब इक्वल हो गया साइज। ठीक है। सो व्हाट इज इमेज पोजीशन, object at C, the image position is also at C. Nature, Nature. Yes. So because reflected rays are meeting, so real and inverted. Size.
Same size as God.
Yeah, same size. As object. Next is now mark F. Okay. Once you have drawn these reflected rays, then mark F. Don't forget to mark F. Okay. Because initially, because these rays are cutting, sometimes you have written F and it goes above. So mark F later. I'll draw another image for object between C and F. Where do you expect the image to be?
Beyond.
Yes. Okay. Object coming closer, image going away. Huh? Image going away and size increasing. Okay. So object coming closer, image goes away with increasing size. So let's say you draw the mirror. Then starting point. Which ray first? Parallel. Reflection के बाद close follow. Second, which ray? After reflection. Where is the image? Beyond C. Right? So you had AB over here. You have A dash, B dash. So image, position, beyond C. उड़ गया, उड़ गया, फ्यूज उड़ गया, ऐसा नहीं है ना? Relax. We are repeating the same thing. Image position is beyond C. Then nature is. So you have to say real and inverted. दोनों साथ में, ठीक है? Real and inverted. क्यों? क्योंकि ऑब्जेक्ट ऐसा है, इमेज कैसा है, उल्टा है. इसलिए रियल है, इन्वर्टेड. रियल क्यों? क्योंकि रेज आर मीटिंग आफ्टर रिफ्लेक्शन एट दिस पॉइंट. साइज क्या है? मैग्नीफाइड. हु सेड? अरे जोर से बोलो. जय माता दी. साइज इज मैग्नीफाइड. नवरात्रि में नहीं बोलेंगे तो कब बोलेंगे? साइज इज मैग्नीफाइड. ठीक है, हो गया. जोर से बोलो, प्रेम से बोलो. पता होगा सबके पर आ जाएगा. ये बात सबके समझ में आ गई. चलो लास्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है? नहीं, अभी हमारी नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या लिखना बाकी है इसमें? फोकस. ठीक है. और कौन सा क्वेश्चन बाकी है? सी एंड एफ हो गया, होगा एफ और बाद में FNP, दो और बात। So object at F, यहां से थोड़ा कहानी में ट्विस्ट हो जाएगा। देखो ट्विस्ट क्या, जो सी, ठीक है। अभी हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट कहाँ पे, एफ पे, ये भी ठीक। पहला रे क्या होगा, पैरेलल। बताओ रिफ्लेक्ट होके कहां से आएगा पैरेलल रे, कहाँ, किधर ही, पॉइंट बोलना, फोकस से जाएगा। पैरेलल है, रिफ्लेक्ट होके कहां जाएगा, तो देखो पैरेलल है, रिफ्लेक्ट कहां से गया, फोकस, पैरेलल फोकस, कॉमन है, हर एक में कॉमन है ये चीज। पैरेलल रे रिफ्लेक्ट होके कहां से गया, फोकस। ये भूलना नहीं है भाई। डांडिया खेलने जाओ लेकिन वापस घर जाओ, ये डांडिया है, ये घर है, ठीक है। ये हो गया इंसिडेंट रे पैरेलल टू प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस ऑलवेज विल पास थ्रू फोकस। अब दूसरा रे क्या लें यहाँ से, यस, या तो तुम कर्वेचर से ले लो या फिर यहाँ से ले लो, सब पैरेलल ही है, ठीक है। तो कर्वेचर कहाँ पे मिलेगा, यहाँ कहीं मिलेगा, तो रे अलोंग कर्वेचर, ये रिफ्लेक्ट होने के बाद कहाँ जाएगी, ऐसे जाएगी, ठीक है। तो अब ये दोनों क्या हो गए, तो पैरेलल हो गए, ठीक है। Where will they meet? Where do parallel lines meet? At infinity. Correct बोला, करेक्ट बोल रही तो इतना धीरे क्यों, जोर से बोलो, मैंने पहले ही बोला था, करेक्ट है। सो व्हेन द रेज आर पैरेलल, देखो पैटर्न देखो, पहला जब ऑब्जेक्ट इंफिनिटी पे था तो इमेज कहाँ बनी थी, अभी ऑब्जेक्ट फोकस पे है तो इमेज कहाँ बन रही है, रिलेशन है ना, एकदम कूल रिलेशन है, कूल रिलेशन। सो इमेज एट infinity. So whenever object at a image at infinity, nature. So it is at the reflected side. So it will meet at infinity. Meet मतलब क्या हुआ? Real and inverted. शाबाश. Inverted. What about size now? So size beyond C में ही बड़ा हो गया था, ये इंफिनिटी पे पता नहीं कितना, तो प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस यहाँ पे है और साइज बढ़ते जा रहा है, यस, हाईली मैग्नीफाइड। अभी समझ में आया, हाईली मैग्नीफाइड, ठीक है। इंपॉर्टेंट है ये, क्योंकि अभी ये इसमें चेंज हो गया, अभी रेस मिल नहीं रही है ना, तो कहाँ बन रहा है, इंफिनिटी। अगला वाला भी इंपॉर्टेंट है, मोस्टली क्वेश्चन इससे ही आता है, ऑब्जेक्ट एट एफ, रे डायग्राम बनाओ, बाकी पहले से भी आता है, समझ में आना चाहिए। नेक्स्ट इज ऑब्जेक्ट एट, सॉरी ये नंबर क्या था, ये था 6 ना, दिस इज 7th नाउ। नो ऑब्जेक्ट between F and T, F and G, ठीक है, ये हो। तो इसका डायग्राम बना, अच्छा इसका भी क्या लिखना भूल गया मैं, है हमेशा लास्ट में लिख देना है इसको, ठीक है। चलो ये हो गया P, Then we have यहाँ पे है C. Then we have F. ठीक. तो अब क्या करना है अपने को? अब हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट कहाँ है? F और P के बीच में है, यहाँ है. ठीक है. So we will write it as A and B. A and B. चलो तुम बताओ कैसे होगा पैरेलल रे? passes through focus. पैरेलल है तो फोकस से ही जाएगा. ठीक. एरो बनाना है सबका. इंसिडेंट का टुवर्ड्स मिरर, रिफ्लेक्टेड का away from the mirror. Incident is towards mirror, reflected is away. हर जगह अगर तुमने ये एरो नहीं बनाया, your diagram will not be treated as correct. ठीक है? So एरो चाहिए. सेकेंड रे कहां से लेंगे? सी लेंगे. ठीक है. तो ये ए को भी बाद में बनाना. सी से हमको बात करना है ना, तो कैसे? यहाँ पे स्केल रखो, स्केल को अलाइन करो ऐसे. ये जहां पे जाके मिलता है इधर पॉइंट मार करो. ठीक. तो देन ड्रॉ द रे ओवर हियर. तो ये रिटर्न जब होगा तो कहां से आएगा? ऐसे. आर दे डाइवर्जिंग? डाइवर्जिंग है कि पैरेलल है? ये पैरेलल है. तो ये क्या है? हाँ, दोनों में फर्क है. ये ऐसे दूर दूर जा रहा है ना, मतलब डाइवर्जिंग. ठीक है. तो जब भी रे डाइवर्ज होता है तब हम क्या करते हैं? उसको बैकवर्ड एक्सटेंड करते हैं ना. क्या करते हैं? पीछे एक्सटेंड करते हैं. तो जहां पे वो मिलता है, हमारी इमेज कहाँ बनती है? जहां पे एक्सटेंडेड रेज मिलेंगी वहां पे हमारी इमेज बनेगी. तो ए बी हो गया. ये क्या हो गया? ए डैश बी डैश. तो अभी तक जितने डायग्राम्स बनाए थे उसमें ये और ये क्या है? एक्सेप्शन. ठीक है. तो बताओ इसका इमेज पोजीशन. इमेज पोजीशन. यस. सिर्फ बोलना है बिहाइंड मिरर. नेचर बताओ. तो इसका नेचर क्या है? वर्चुअल. वर्चुअल. ऐसे लोग होते हैं नेचुरली बोलते हैं. इंग्लिश है ही वैसी थोड़ी फनी है, कहीं पे नेचुरली भी बोला जाएगा. ओके. तो नेचर क्या हो गया? वर्चुअल. वर्चुअल के साथ में कैसा लिखेंगे? इन्वर्टेड, इरेक्ट और अपराइट. राइट. वर्चुअल एंड इरेक्ट. यस. वाओ. वर्चुअल एंड इरेक्ट और upright. Where were you? You missed the whole unit. So try to make sense out of it or sit quiet. Okay. Anyway, you sit most of the times quiet, so no issues. So nature is virtual and irreal. What is the size? Your diagram. What is the size? Look on the board. On the board. See the board, object and image. See the size. It is magnified. Object is this much. Behind, so what? Is it not bigger than AB? So it's magnified. Okay. Size is
AB is smaller than AB dash.
magnified. What was the question?
AB is smaller than AB dash.
AB is the object.
Yeah.
Its image is A dash B dash. So what did you say?
AB is smaller than AB dash.
So what is this? We are talking about image, not the object. Is the image bigger than the object? Then what is it? Image behind mirror, image nature, virtual and erect, image size. The size is of the image with respect to object. So what is it?
Size is less than.
Size of the image? Is it less or more?
वो 95 ना. Image बड़ा है ना. Object छोटा है ना.
हाँ.
मैं तो बोल रही हूँ.
क्या बोल रही है? हम तुमसे इमेज के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं. तो हर बार छोटा बोल रही है. We are asked, all these things are about the image. Image. What is the title? Image. So everything we are talking about is about image. Object हमको पता ही है कितना बड़ा है. We know the object, ना? We placed it. We are finding what is the nature of image. Everything, all this is. Everybody understand? Okay. हाँ? Time हो गया? Time हो गया?
एक ब्रेक भी खत्म हो रहा है।
अरे यार तो पहले बताना चाहिए ना.
मैं बोला था जल्दी छोड़ोगे यार।
नहीं, मैं 5 मिनट का ब्रेक लूंगा. तुम लोग भी ले लो, चलो. We have another lecture, right? Oh, you came in the break.